you look at med device, 2018, over $400 billion industry, projections of over 600, 650, depending on what you're reading, by 2025, and in the U.S. in 2018, about $180 billion industry. You talked about some of the specific areas where you're focused at and you're growing. What for you? What excites you about kind of what's in? And we'll get into the pandemic because I want to get your perspective on that. So that's a whole nother thing. But in terms of, forget about the pandemic for a minute. What excites you about the next 2 to 3 years from a MedTech standpoint?
I would say the entrant of the non-MedTech companies that are bigger, faster, more so been built around data, around leveraging virtual therapies, about allowing the MedTech companies to continue to touch the patient, because the patient still is the beachfront property, but all of the exhaust, i.e. the data that comes off touching the patient, classic MedTech is not tuned in what to do with that. We've been forever in MedTech tuned into touching the patient and getting an analog response and then stopping there, and then putting that data in a file cabinet, in a folder, and never accessing it, aggregating it, or sharing it. So I do believe that probably in the next 4 years, either Amazon, I might go on a limb here, or IBM may be one of the top 4 medical device / healthcare companies in our ecosystem. So answering your question, it's the digital transition of the data coming off the patient is a much larger category than the $600 billion a year medical device business itself.